The Secretary of the National Lawyers Association, Attorney at Law Gunaratna Waninayaka, says that incidents which prove that the people are distancing themselves from the UNP leadership are occurring on a daily basis. Yesterday, Ranil Wickremesinghe and General Sarath Fonseca attended an event at the Pattini Devalaya, and we saw a large crowd gathered around General Sarath Fonseca. The people love him, but Ranil Wickremesinghe had to exit through the back door. He did not get a positive response from the people. He got into his jeep after exiting via the back door. This is the difference. The working committee needs to realize this. It would be good if they can watch this report again. It might give them a reality check. A true leader puts the people first.
මේ ප්‍රවෘත්තිය උන්ට නැවත බලන්න පුළුවන් නම් මම හිතන්නේ හොඳයි කුත්‍යාධිකාරින් මොලේ පහළ වෙයි. ඒ වගේම ඒ සැබෑ ජනනායකයෙක් නම් ඒ ජනතාව ඔසව තබනවා.
Express your views on the working committee members who take decisions that distance the party from the people, as pointed out by UNP activists. Visit our website www.newsfirst.lk.
Deputy Leader of the United National Party, Sajid Premadasa, says that he will accept the responsibility of taking care of the youth in the country the day the people hand over power to him. Sajid Premadasa expressed this view at a public meeting in Kegol yesterday.
The public meeting was held in the Pallegama area in Dadigama in support of the United National Party candidates contesting the Sabaragama Provincial Council polls.
මගේ සිහිනය තමයි මේ රටේ ජනතාව කවදා හරි දවසක මේ රටේ රාජ්‍ය බලය කියන
My dream is to create industrial cities in every assistant GA division when the people of this country hand over power to me. I wish to say with responsibility that Junior Premadasa will take on the mantle of looking after the youth in this country.
UNP parliamentarian Ravi Karunanayaka participated in a public meeting in the Lakshya area in Polonnaruwa yesterday.
The meeting was held in support of UNP candidates contesting the North Central Provincial Council election. This government, which has been bluffing, is prepared to fool the people again. Isn't it the government led by the Sri Lanka Freedom Party with its Prime Minister and Cabinet of Ministers that governed the country for 18 years? Didn't they also have the 9 provincial councils to themselves? Don't they control 95% of the Pradesh Sabhas? In such a scenario, what obstacles do they have in developing this country? It is their corruption and incapability that are the obstacles. Today the people have been left to console themselves. A group of members of the Sri Lanka Freedom Party obtained UNP membership at the meeting.
A public rally was held in the Galigamo area yesterday in support of UNP candidates contesting the Sabaragamo Provincial Council elections. A number of UNP parliamentarians were present at the meeting.
In 2005, a despicable act took place. Gave a monetary donation of 1 billion rupees to the LTTE. That is why they weren't apprehended. If they were, they would have spewed out how they received all that money. We signed a peace treaty and were able to cut off Prabhakaran's left and right arms, that is Pillayan and Karuna. But this was dubbed a traitorous act. If this did not happen, neither Fonseca nor Rajapaksa would have been able to end the war. The government began a program called Gamakata Vadak. There is no law in the country. If you lodge a complaint with the police, you need to speak to a politician as well if you want any action taken.
After a symposium on relic worship, archaeology and religion was held at the Lakshman Kadirgamar Institute for International Relations and Strategic Studies today. Now, the symposium was organized by the Center for Contemporary Indian Studies in association with the Pali and Buddhist Studies Unit of the Colombo University and the Lakshman Kadirgamar Institute.
Indian Minister of Culture, Housing and Urban Poverty, Kumari Selya, and Minister of External Affairs, Professor G.L. Piris, participated in the inaugural session of the symposium.
I believe that the relationship between two countries cannot and should not consist exclusively of contact between governments. There is also the all-important dimension of people-to-people relations. That is what imparts vibrancy and substance to a bilateral relationship, particularly in the context of two countries that are so closely linked to each other as Sri Lanka and India. These two nations have their destiny inextricably intertwined.
Now, the National Freedom Front says that India should immediately stop influencing Sri Lanka. Politburo member of the party, P.S. Vijayanayake, expressed this view at a media briefing in Colombo today.
There is a need for the international community to influence the country and create internal divisions. However, the Sinhala, Tamil and Muslim communities living in the country do not find this necessary. The Indian government should intervene and take severe action against South India's attempt to influence the internal matters of our country. If India continues to act in this manner, we will have to take China's side in matters concerning India. We will have to give up importing goods from India and import goods from China. When a SAARC country is being influenced in this manner, the central government of India should intervene and stop it.
මෙවැනි බලපෑම් කරනවා නම් ඒ සාක් රටකට කරන බලපෑම ඉන්දියානු මධ්‍යම රජය මැදිහත් වෙලා වහාම නතර කළ යුතුයි.
Still in local news, the hunger strike launched yesterday by an individual who had been interdicted from the police, demanding reinstatement, continued today as well. The hunger strike is being carried out opposite the Gaul police station. The policeman, who was serving at the Demetagura police station, was interdicted over an incident where a national identity card had been altered. Police media spokesperson SSP Ajit Rohana stated that the individual in question was reinstated following an investigation in 2006. He noted that the individual had been transferred to the Jaffna police but had not reported for duty.
A media briefing was held at the Capital Maharaja Organization Auditorium today to create awareness about the Young Spikes Competition 2011. The competition seeks to unearth creative talent for the Young Spikes Asia Award in Singapore.
The competition provides the region's growing creative and advertising industry with a platform to compete and network to exchange ideas.
The Capital Maharaja organization is into varied businesses, but there's one common thing across all the businesses, and that's nurturing talent and nurturing activity. There are a lot of businesses of ours which have moved from dust to gold. There are a lot of individuals in the organization who've moved from rags to riches. There are a tremendous amount of success stories. So it's this nurturing which makes us associate with activities elsewhere, such as the one that we're talking about today.
This year's program has the largest ever participation of any young competition that we've run. 29 teams is a huge number which we have never had in the past. It's a great learning experience. The Spikes program is really a fantastic program from the whole of Asia. They select only 15 and one person from Sri Lanka has already got selected into that program. All I can say is I hope to see a spike in Sri Lanka at the end of September.
Then we believe in investing in people who are capable of creating a difference out there, which can be internally as people with whom we work, or also talents which are out there which would make a change and a difference to the place, the environment that we all today live in.
Incidentally, MBC Network is the media sponsor of the event.
Coordinating Secretary to the President on Parliamentary Affairs, Kumarasiri Hettige, states that the upliftment expected by the nation could only be brought about through political reform. He expressed this view at a function held in Akureyri yesterday.
The function was held to inaugurate the second phase of renovation activities of the Maramba Rajamaha Viharasthana in Akureyri, Mathura. We will not be able to rise as a nation until we change this political system, political culture and hatred. It is only political reform that can bring about the expected national upliftment. This political system has divided people based on religious and ethnic lines. Further divisions have been created based on power. If all these groups do not come together, we will not have a future.
And up next is our special segment, Candidates, which provides an equal platform for candidates contest in the upcoming provincial council elections to highlight their proposals.
We hope to encourage the government to somehow reopen the Kantale sugar factory in the Trincomalee district, which is a valuable asset that can provide employment to the people in the area. From our side, we will work within the provincial council to ensure that fishermen, farmers, labourers and all other people in the area are protected. I have the courage and strength to fight for the farmers' cause. I will raise my voice on their behalf. After the UNP government lost this provincial council, the farmers, fishermen and labourers have suffered, and I will take steps to raise a voice for them. The people in the area are not receiving the relief that they need, and that is why the JVP has chosen rejuvenation of the people's struggle as its slogan in this election. We will use this provincial council election to steer the province in a new direction.
Sri Lanka Muslim Congress candidate contesting for the Eastern Provincial Council, Asad Sali, convened a media briefing today.
The people know this is all a lie. There is no problem with the election. That chance is there. Much of the power is wielded by the TNA and the Muslim Congress. If each gets 9 seats, that will be 18 which will form the council. That is my view. According to my calculation, the United National Party will get 5 seats.
Time
now to take a look at Action TV.
It was on the 6th of June this year that the roof of this building, which is situated on a state land in Beldenia in the Divisional Secretariat area of Dikwella, was damaged. Due to heavy winds in the area, 3 roofing sheets have been damaged, and this damage could be estimated at below 10,000 rupees. However, the biggest harm suffered owing to the heavy winds that were experienced in the area on the 6th of June was by the unemployed youth in the area. It was on the 25th of June in 2011 that the Ministry of Youth Affairs had established a vocational training center at the premises for the benefit of these unemployed youth in the area. It is then that the National Gem and Jewellery Authority established a training center at the building.
A sum of 400,000 rupees was spent on the inauguration ceremony of this vocational training center by the Ministry of Youth Affairs.
After the center was established, gem lapidary and jewelry designing gained popularity amongst the area's unemployed youth, as the area was already known for the manufacture of jewelry. The Ministry of Youth Affairs and Skills Development has chosen to ignore the damage caused to 3 roofing sheets of this building and instead taken measures to shift the location of the training center maintained by the Gem and Jewellery Authority to a private building in the Mathura Divisional Secretariat. As a result, the ministry is paying a monthly rent which is 10 times the cost of 3 roofing sheets. Minister of Youth Affairs and Skills Development, this is over to you.
The annual Sri Kaileshwaram Festival of the Sri Kailasanadar Swami Kovil at Captain Gardens in Colombo commenced this morning.
The annual festival of the Sri Kailasanadar Kovil, which holds a prominent position among kovils dedicated to Lord Shiva in the capital city, commenced this morning with the flag-raising ceremony. Special Abhisheka Pujas were held from this morning for the deities Sri Kailasanadar and Karunakadakshi. The annual 3rd festival of the Sri Kailasanadar Swami Kovil at Captain Gardens will commence on the 2nd of September. The festival will conclude with the water cutting ceremony the following day.